Good afternoon to everybody present here. I'm Tejasvi.
I'm Mridula.
We are from rbvrr Women's College and our product name is Tech Ready. We usually see our mothers complaining about the vegetables that they purchase from a local street vendor. So a similar situation happened in our houses and my mother one day was complaining me about the vegetables that she purchased from a nearby local street vendor. And one day she was telling me that the street vendor wasn't ready to lower the price of the vegetables even though they were not so fresh and rotten. So my friend and I found a problem in this and we went to know the problems of the street vendors. We prepared a questionnaire, like we prepared some questions about their basic demographic data and to know the problems they were facing and also the problems they were facing in carrying on their business. And we found out that due to the pushing of the heavy cart, the street vendors were facing many health issues like back pains. Also, they are not able to maintain the freshness of the commodities for a longer period of time. And when we look this at larger scale, this is leading to the post-harvest losses at the retailer level. And in India, it's currently 12.3%. This is an ongoing customer survey that we are doing, and these are the areas that we covered. This is the questionnaire. This is the proof pictures of our customer survey. And we found out the other existing problems like spillage of goods and also overloading. And then we did our research, literature survey, research, and we proposed a solution.
Our solution consists of cabin and mobility part. For vegetables and fruits, they need to be maintained at certain RH level for their longer period of shelf life. So we did a research and we took the average relative humidity and temperature and we are maintaining that in our cabin with the help of evaporating cooling pad and sprinkler system. We install polycarbonate sheets around the cabin so that sunlight and harmful sunlight and pollution and heat won't enter into the cabin. And for vegetables like root vegetables mostly, potato, garlic, ginger, they don't need any moisture for shelf life. So we have created a space under the cabin so that the vendor can put his vegetables under the cabin, and there is also space for keep his belongings over there. And coming to our mobility, we are using renewable source of energy, which is solar energy, and we can also charge our cart like a normal electric vehicle too and ride it as a normal EV vehicle. We are sustainable, we are dual powered, we are eco-friendly, and the commodities inside the cabin will not be exposed to the harmful environment. And we are also giving inbuilt compost bin and solar dryer, which helps the vendor to generate extra revenue. This is our market size. Our TAM is in street vegetable vendors who are stationary as well as mobile vendors in South Asian countries including India, and our SAM is South Indian states, and our SOM is Hyderabad and nearby areas of the Hyderabad.
As a part of our market research, we carried out a competitive analysis and we found out the similar existing carts in the market, and we came to a conclusion that no cart present in the market solves the increasing of the freshness of the commodities issue. It only solves one issue, that is the mobility, and most of the carts are highly priced, ranging from 80,000 to 1.8 lakh, and it is really hard for a normal street vendor to afford it. Coming to our business model, our target customers are the street vendors, the stationary commodity sellers, also the government, in which they introduce schemes to help the livelihood of the people, and we can sell our cars to them and they can distribute it to them. Our value proposition, we are eco-friendly, and the costing aspect, we are low cost compared to the other carts in the market, and we can make our carts more affordable to the street vendors by going through the CSR funds and also renting our product. And we have extra features like solar dryer and compost bin for the leftover vegetables. And the mobility issue that we are solving, the cart can be run like an EV vehicle, and it can also be run by the solar energy. Our key activities would include product development and improvisation based on the customer feedback, improving our marketing activities. The revenue streams would be the revenue earned from the cards sold, renting the cards, partnerships, and the advertisement. The marketing channels would include word of mouth, social media marketing, events, and campaigns. We have developed our proof of concept, we tested it, and then we prepared a 3D model of a product prototype, and in the future, we are aiming to do the minimum viable products, deploy it in different parts of India, test it, and then prepare our final product. These are the test results that we did on our proof of concept. We did a vigorous testing for more than a month, and we did testing in all the weather conditions like the extreme sunlight and also on rainy days. And those are the tests, relative humidity and the temperature internal and externally at that point of time. And we came to a conclusion that we are able to maintain of more than 5 degrees temperature difference inside our cabin compared to the external environment, and also the relative humidity inside our cabin is always 75 to 80.
From idea generation to idea validation, developing proof of concept, applying to Smart India Hackathon and winning Smart India Hackathon 2022 under the problem statements, smart and sustainable supply chain. Then we applied to HerStart Accelerator and we got shortlisted. We applied for a trademark and we started building a prototype. And we got selected for IDE Bootcamp, which is held in Guwahati, and we got selected for TSIC in Intinta Innovator. And this is our product prototype. Smart India Hackathon 2022 and HerStart Accelerator program. We are all women's team and we are a team of 4. We are graduates and we are from forensic science, biotechnology and chemistry background. These are our roles in the project, and our mentors are Dr. P. Jansi Lakshmi Madam and B. Manoj Kumar Sir. Thank you.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
There you go. We need to get an innovation around microphones. I think every year. Good job. One comment I have, it was good to see your product, and there were 2 things that popped into my mind. I think and you'll get there in your next step of development, is the cost structure of this card versus, I'm sure they pay almost nothing for the little hand carts they're pushing. So I think because of that, you need to talk about something else. And what you need to talk about is how much more money are the street vendors going to make if they have fresh produce longer, right? Because right now, I think what I heard the problem was the produce gets bad quickly, so then they have to lower the price to get rid of it, or they can't sell it, one or the other, right? So now what you're saying, and I don't know because you didn't tell me, but it looked fresher. How long is it fresher? Are they going to be able to sell those at a higher price or sell them at all? And what is that amount? And that's a way to maybe offset an increase in the cost of the bike itself. So I would change a little bit of your focus from cost to helping them increase income or revenue. And that would be a more clear pitch, and a value proposition would be a little bit more powerful to the street vendors. So I think that area I would like to see a little bit more on. But otherwise, I thought you did a nice job.
Thank you, sir. So, but when we introduce our cart into the market, the street vendors can increase the price of the vegetables and then sell them, because the commodities are not exposed to any pollution. They are fresh. Yeah.
And people will be willing to buy fresh vegetable, and they prefer fresh vegetable more than the widow vegetables.
Yeah. You need that in your pitch, though, right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm
Got
saying?
it.
Yeah. I get it. I think you can, but you have to tell everyone.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, my instinct is that this is going to be very hard to justify as a financial investment for the vendors, because it is very sophisticated. I think for the amount of extra income, they probably could make that, but that's just a guess. So you probably need to think of this as you said, CSR funding or government funding. If there's some way to bring down the cost, absolutely the lowest cost at which you can make this, as opposed to make the argument that it'll pay for itself. Maybe you can't make the case that it'll pay for itself, but you may be able to say, we have the best cart you can make, at the lowest cost. And if somebody wants to fund a social program to help these vendors, realize higher income, save some of the waste, and avoid some of the pollution, then you have a solution to offer. So it may be a different proposition than some of the other traditional businesses. Just a thought.
Yeah.
Dr. Shanta will take my question.
No. You can take it.
Sure? Okay. So, I agree with Greg's question. That should be the focus in the presentation. I had the similar question. Besides that, if you could tell me more about the manufacturing and how will you do that? So, I've seen your prototype, but what are your manufacturing plans? Large-scale manufacturing.
Ma'am, if we get funds, we'll try to manufacture in bulk so that the cost can be reduced. And we are using we will use the made in India products. Like that, we can reduce the cost. And till now, we are thinking like that, ma'am.
Okay, so that's one food for thought generally.
Yeah.
And second thing is that in your business model, I realized you have said almost everything. You will do B2C, you will do B2G, you will do B2B. So a more focused approach there will help you go a longer run. These are my two comments.
Yes, ma'am. We will mainly focus on the campaigning, ma'am, because the vendor has to know about it and he has to gain some knowledge about it, like about the cart, and if he willing to, we'll educate them and we'll conduct more and more campaigns. That will be the main focus, and for expanding our marketing, we'll use other marketing strategies.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
So much.